Hey everyone, welcome back. Oh, sorry, I'm sitting next to my little vanity here. I'm trying to get comfortable. I feel like for the sign that I'm speaking to right now, which is Pisces, I'm sorry y'all, distractions. My phone is going off. I'm trying to turn it off. All right. Anyway, so Pisces. Welcome. Well, it depends on when you're watching this. If you're still watching this in 2021, we're gonna find out what are some spiritual lessons and blessings that you will experience in 2022, as well as some the mundane surface level experiences in your life. If you're watching this in 2022, Happy New Year. The energy is already very intense right now. I am speaking in the season of Sagittarius right now in 2022. It's December. So the energy is potent right now. There's a lot of dark energies that are at work. There are a lot of dark energies that need to be worked through in the world right now. And it's going to bleed into next year. So obviously whatever we haven't healed from this year, those lessons will meet us next year. And usually it's through moon cycles, it's through retrogrades, it's through eclipses. Okay? So next year is a year of destroying the ego, challenging the ego, strong communication in all aspects of our lives, speaking the truth, accepting the truth. That is, as a whole, for everyone, that is what 2022 will embody. Okay? So, let's jump right in, Pisces, to your reading. I'm going to pull a couple oracle cards, as we always do, and then pull some tarot. So once again, I'm not going in any particular order. I'm not really editing these videos to be clean cut or pretty with music. That's for another video or reading that I will be giving to you guys, to everyone next year, which is going to be Saturn. It's going to be about your Saturn return. So that's next year, sometime in January. If you know your what placement your Saturn is in your birth chart, you can check out that video. If you don't, I will be placing a link below that video for you to search where your Saturn is placed in your chart, okay? So, let's go ahead and jump in, Pisces, for you guys. Let's go ahead and find out some answers in regards to spiritual well-being, spiritual warfare, spiritual transformation and evolution, your purpose here, in case you're still wondering. Okay, what is it that your spirit is going to experience in 2022? Okay, for Pisces, universe, source, archangels, ancestors, spirit guides, earth spirits, please come before us. Those who watch after us, come to us to speak to the sign of Pisces. All signs of Pisces for the year 2022. Prediction, signs, and wonders for the sign of Pisces for the year 2022. I get the sense, Pisces, that you all are starting to feel... You're starting to get a feel for the people who you actually know get you, right? You're not really putting up with people who don't get you. Like, it's nothing personal. It's just, that's just not your vibe anymore. You're not trying to check off anyone's boxes anymore for them to feel comfortable with you. It's now their turn to make you feel comfortable and to accommodate you. I feel like there are those of you where friendships have come and gone, as they do. Very, very interesting. I feel like 2022 is really going to be about that for you in relationships. For Pisces, for your 2022 universe source. Okay, yeah. Also, Pisces, like I've been telling everybody else, for these readings, I'm not necessarily going to be showing you the cards, okay? This is a conversation that I'm having with you. I feel like I need to show this card, though. I'm only going to show cards that my spirit says, okay, you need to show those cards to them, okay? This card here is the eclipse in Aries. It represents collaboration, okay? So, bottom of the deck, you have eclipse in Libra, rebalance, and it says reevaluate relationships, justice, and fair play. What was that feeling that I was getting while I was shuffling through your cards? Because this one says boost relationships through teamwork and compromise for the Aries eclipse. So you got two eclipse cards here. So this is major transformation. This is major change. The light and the dark, mostly facing the darkness so that you can emerge, right? (2022), what you can expect are challenges within your relationships and friendships with others in some way, shape, or form, whether it be your internal conflict or it be conflict between, like, hopefully not physically, but verbally or mentally between you and another person, okay? Whether it be friends, family, romantic partner, whatever, okay? Business partners. Expect challenges and lessons in relationships. Expect that. If you're having trouble with this, Pisces, or you've always had trouble with this, I don't know where this is coming from, but I feel like maybe one of you, just because somebody may share certain ideas with you or you may get along with them at work, that does not mean that you're capable of getting along with them elsewhere, like any outside of that. You know what I mean? I don't know where that's coming from. It depends on your placement of Pisces in your chart, but I feel that you guys are going to be collaborating, and you need to have a sense of teamwork. If this is not you, Pisces, this is you with other people. Like, other people, you need to hang around people who actually understand that what you're giving, they need to give too, or they need to be willing to incorporate reciprocity. There's no way that your relationships or connections will improve without those things. Okay? If there is a relationship where there's a conversation that needs to be had, where it's been eating away at you, okay? Some of you guys don't like confrontation, okay? But there are situations where another person or other persons or people have these thoughts, they have these ideas about your connection with them, but they're not necessarily being spoken about. Your intuition, I feel, when it comes to touching people, hugging people, or communicating with them verbally, your intuition kicks in where you can definitely feel whether you vibe with someone or not. Now, also Pisces, take this into consideration. If you automatically don't want to talk to someone, or you don't really like them, or evaluate why you vibe with someone or why you don't. Is it because you're jealous of them? Is it because you just don't really understand them? I don't remember who got this card. Somebody else got this card in their reading for 2022, and I think it was Sagittarius or Leo. Could have been Sagittarius or Leo. Anyway, there could be an Aries or a Libra, a Sagittarius or a Leo, Pisces. Maybe you have those personalities in your chart, or those signs in your chart. Whatever the case is, next year spiritually will be about collaboration. It's going to be about teamwork. And if there are connections in your life that do not mirror collaboration, teamwork, compromise, just and fair conversation and treatment and behaviors, fair play, right? If you feel that you're doing more of something and someone else is not really putting in the effort for whatever reason, it's okay to have that conversation with that person. If that person chooses to sever the connection with you or sever any ties with you because of a conversation that hit their ego about their performance or their behavior, that just means that that friendship is just not worth it. It's not worth your time, or that relationship is not worth your time. Teamwork, if you're in a committed relationship, or let's say in the past you were in a committed relationship, okay? Or maybe you were just dating and there was someone who hurt you, they burned you, or they broke your heart, or they broke up with you because there was just like no teamwork there, maybe on a spiritual level or emotional level. Maybe both of you or the other person depended on each other emotionally, and that's what broke the relationship, because maybe they needed to deal with their emotional problems on their own, and you may have felt burned, or vice versa. You know, you may have felt neglected. But just know, Pisces, that teamwork makes the dream work, as they say. You know what I mean? Teamwork is all about, in any relationship, if you're in a committed relationship, or this is family, whether it be a family of your own or your family, your ancestors, your mom, dad, whatever, grandparents, aunts and uncles, cousins, brothers and sisters, whatever. Teamwork is always going to come up. It's always going to be a part of any relationship. If you're married or not, whether in a committed relationship, you two, both people have to be willing to lift each other up. You have to be willing to pull your weight. They have to be willing to pull their weight. If there's ever a time where they're projecting their emotions and their thoughts and ideals onto you and expecting you to carry that, Pisces, that's not your obligation. It doesn't matter how much you've known each other. It doesn't matter how long you've been married. It doesn't matter how deep your love runs for one another. Reevaluate how you're loving each other. Because nobody can carry your shit but you. And you can't carry anybody else's shit but them. So if you don't want to date, or you're dating somebody and they got trust issues because, oh, so-and-so burned me, so-and-so cheated on me, so-and-so neglected me, or my parents didn't treat me like this, and I have trust issues, and I have this, and that, that is not an excuse. That has nothing to do with you. You can help them along their journey of healing if they want to heal, but if they're not trying to heal and they're just making excuses as to why they can't grow with you, it's not even worth it next year. If this is what's happening next year, if this is what you're facing next year in a relationship or collaboration or a work project where, you know, you find yourself just kind of coming up short because of all the energy that you're draining and pouring into a certain situation, but nothing's being poured into you, or maybe very little is being poured into you. Next year, that's going to be challenged, and you're going to have to decide, hey, am I going to speak up about this? Am I going to do something about this? Or am I just going to keep going as if this is not draining me? Definitely will not work in your favor if you choose to just keep going with it, because the universe is just not going to, it's not going to let any of us get away with being passive or not being truthful about, like, hey, you know, can we not do that? Or can we do something different? Can I recommend something, you know, be done about this? You know, it's okay. You don't have to be a bitch about it. You don't have to be like aggressive necessarily. If you have to, you have to. But if you don't want to come across as too aggressive, just, you know, just have a sit down conversation like, hey, you know, I just wanted to bring this to your attention. I don't know where your mind was at, but can we please like try working on this? I'll work with you if you're willing to work with me on helping you or whatever, you know what I mean? And again, Pisces, there could be someone who brings this conversation to you too next year. Somebody else may be like, can you not, you know, can we do better with this? You know, can I suggest this? I'm not saying that everybody is going to deal with this or that everybody's going to have like a nice time having these conversations. I'm just saying, you know, these conversations come up. They need to. If they don't, then you could be letting a really good relationship or a really amazing blessing pass you up because you won't face certain things within a relationship or a connection. Okay? For those of you who may have a Pisces moon, big time, okay? Big time on the relationships and speaking up and okay? Big time. Okay, so let's see what the mundane, the more surface level energies have in store for you. Your money, your job, your relationships, like I was saying earlier, how they'll grow, how these things will be challenged, as well as your overall health, your mental health, your emotional health, your physical health. What are some things that you should implement next year, you know, and maybe challenges that may arise, you know, with these aspects, these mundane aspects of your life, okay? Because the spirit is very important, but I feel like society in many ways makes us feel like, oh, the mundane, it just doesn't matter. And if we put our focus on that, no, it matters, because this is who we are. We're physical beings, you know. But if we forget one or the other, the spiritual, the emotional, if we forget the physical, if we forget either one and we're only focused on one thing, that's when the imbalance happens. So please, for those of you, if you're having trouble with your health, next year will probably be a good time to turn your focus to that, Pisces. Very, very much so. Also, your relationship with your body, Pisces, next year. Look into that. Whatever that means for you. Okay. For Pisces, universe source, Pisces, for the year 2022, next year. All right, for Pisces, let's see. Okay. Your throat chakra is gonna be on point next year, or it will be challenged. Some of you guys may end up having problems with your throat next year. You may end up getting sore throats, bronchitis. You may lose your voice. You may have to, you know, there may be, for some of you, maybe something wrong with your, like some type of surgical procedure with vocal cords. I don't know what that means. I'm seeing like cough drops, cough medicine and stuff like that. This is still attached to your throat chakra too. It's still attached to the spiritual, but what I will say as advice for next year, take care of your throat. Drink water, drink tea, herbal tea, not just any tea. But there is something going on with your throat. And speaking in spiritual terms, your throat chakra needs work. There are those of you who have a lot to say, and you may say a lot of things, but the things that actually need to be spoken to a certain person or on social media or whatever, those are the things that you really need to make sure that you're speaking about. Because people can say a lot of great things, they can say a lot of truth, but there's always, in some way, there's always some type of truth that's hidden, you know, that needs to be revealed. Does that make sense? I hope I'm making sense. So yeah, next year I'm seeing definitely the throat, physically and spiritually. Some of you guys may choose to get a tattoo on your neck someplace. I don't know what that means. Others of you, your neck area, you may need to wear a certain stone around your neck. Some of this also affects your lungs, obviously. Anything that affects the throat affects the lungs. So next year, just make sure that you are prepping yourself, or at least just taking care of yourself in the throat and the lung region. Okay? There's a block there. There's a block. Oh, okay. I'm getting this for one person probably. I don't know. So it's not that big of an energy, but one of you could have a friend or a family member, someone who is very blunt, or someone who doesn't really speak too softly, but they speak the truth. They don't mean you any harm. That may in some ways intimidate you or maybe rub you the wrong way, and you may feel like, oh, like subconsciously you may feel like I can't talk to this person because they're too flashy with their words or they're too aggressive to me. But there's a part of you, Pisces, there's a soft part to you, but there's also a part of you that's, you know, it's got to toughen up a little bit. It needs to really come out and accept the tough aspects of life, you know? That could be for one of you. Okay. So let's go ahead and pull some tarot. I'm going to pull 3 tarot cards for you, Pisces, just to kind of see a little bit deeper, a little bit more. If I feel the need to clarify a card because I'm nosy, I'll clarify it for you. Let's see for Pisces, Universe, Source, Archangel, Ancestors, Spirit Guides for the sign of Pisces. For all signs of Pisces for the year 2022. Predictions, signs, and wonders for Pisces. What can they expect next year? What predictions do you have for Pisces next year? Pisces. Also, Pisces, there are those of you who don't really want people to see the tough side of you. Again, that could be for one person. You don't want people to see, you want people to see the more soft, elegant, you know, trustworthy. I mean, not trustworthy, that's not the word. You just want people to trust you. You just want people to, you want to be an understanding person. But sometimes, Pisces, not everybody is, people got to earn that sometimes. You know what I mean? It's okay for someone to step into your life at a time when you're going through a tough time. Okay, if people judge you because you're tough or because you're rough around the edges for a while, and that's the first time they meet you and they judge you based on that, that's their problem. It's not yours. You go through your life the way you need to, okay, as best you can. Some of you guys may feel like I need to be more tough, so you kind of put on this tough exterior to, maybe because you were made fun of or people think that you're too soft or whatnot. Be yourself, okay? Just go with the flow. That's all I can say, okay? All right, let's see. Drink water, Pisces, please. Next year. Some of you guys are just going to be sitting back. You're just going to relax. Some of you guys need to go to a spa next year. You may end up getting invited to a spa or a get-together where you guys are able to get drinks. There may be an event for some of you Pisces where you all be drinking. You may drink too much, or you may end up drinking too much. Be mindful and drink water, okay? Drink water, please. I don't know why that's coming up, but be responsible. There's a Taurus, there's a Pisces, there's Scorpio here. All that I see right now for you Pisces is better chapters next year, okay? Or in 2022. A better chapter, better experiences. You have a big cup, Pisces. Fill it up. Stop filling other people's cups. I think that's done for you. Some of you guys are reaching a certain level of adulthood, a different decade, okay? Your intuition is heightened, especially those of you who are Pisces risings or Pisces moons. Your intuition is just through the roof. You're feeling things and you don't know why you're feeling them. You don't know if they're right. You don't know if they're wrong. All you know is how I'm feeling about this person or how I'm feeling about that thing. I don't like it, or I like this thing. I don't know why. Or I don't know why I like this person. I just, I feel the energies. You're just going to be feeling things, Pisces. It's all good. It's all, your feminine energy will be going through some healing. I feel like you're going to have a better time healing your feminine energy. I feel when it comes to your marriage, that's healing. Okay, there are those of you next year, Pisces, you will be proposed to. Or if you're expecting to get married next year, everything's it's gonna run smoothly. Just be patient, okay? Don't try to rush anything. Just whatever obstacles get in the way next year in regards to your wedding, if you're planning it next year, it's all going to resolve itself. Okay, just make sure that you're breathing through it, make sure you're taking care of your health if you guys are getting prepared for a wedding next year. If you're getting prepared for a wedding. Or any big event, but I feel wedding. For those of you who are getting prepared for a wedding next year, do not put your health, mental health, emotional health, physical health in jeopardy because of this event. I don't care. Go to sleep, take a nap, have a seat, drink some water, eat some food. Like don't neglect yourself. What is your budget? Don't try not to go over budget. Let everything just fall into place. Okay, you may have a set date for your wedding next year. That may change. Let it happen. Okay, that can be easier said than done though. Some of you guys are definitely dealing with a Scorpio, another Pisces, or you're dealing with a Taurus. Okay, there's also Libran energy here. So some of you guys are going to meet a Libra next year. They will be the one that fill your cup in many ways. I also feel very strong, fertility energy. So pregnancy is very possible for you next year, Pisces. Be patient. There are those of you who may be really wanting a baby, or you're having a hard time getting pregnant, be patient, because next year might be the time. During Taurus season or Libra season, okay? Scorpio season might be that season too, okay? Pay attention to the moon cycle as well. The moon cycle is going to be big for you next year in Pisces. Especially for those of you who have Pisces moon. Pay attention to the moon next year. There's going to be some eclipses too. So a lot of dark energy that we'll have to work through next year as a whole. All right, let's see here. Let's clarify these cards for you, Pisces, for 2022. Let's clarify these cards, universe, source, archangels, ancestors. Let's clarify these cards for all signs of Pisces. For all signs of Pisces for the year 2022, prediction, signs, and wonders for the sign of Pisces. Prediction, signs, and wonders for the sign of Pisces. Others of you, Pisces, there is a goddess. There's a goddess here. She's been sent to you. The universe is sending her, calling her to you to help you on this journey of patience and confident, truthful communication. Just letting you know. For Pisces, clarify these cards for Pisces for the year 2022 predictions. Patience is a virtue, Pisces. Some of you guys are realizing that the patience that you possess is what is bringing in those blessings. That's what sets you apart from a lot of people. Be patient with these blessings, Pisces. Okay, so next year, Pisces, mentally, okay. There is something or someone that you've been waiting to get their shit together. This is someone that you may have been married to, or you expected to marry them at some point in the future, Pisces. And they didn't, or they haven't. You're waiting and waiting, and I think next year is going to show you that, or maybe the energies next year will cause you to realize that you're done waiting. And that you have to leave that situation. Some of you, this is a marriage. Okay. Some of you guys can expect divorce next year. Some of you guys may experience your parents getting divorced. That will hurt you. Could be one of your parents really, really wanted things to work out, but it just didn't. Okay? But just know that this process is meant to happen in order for whatever energies are stuck to push themselves through this tunnel, okay, this tube. So there are relationships here, Pisces, that will not stand next year. You have to move on because you realize that they're not making you happy. Others of you, there may be a situation of poor health next year for a time. You know, you may catch the flu or whatever, right? Your mind, whatever goes on in your mind, affects your health. The universe wants you to strengthen your mind next year. And there's something you've poured yourself into, and I feel like it's a relationship, y'all. I feel like it's a relationship. Let me just clarify this really quickly. Your heart's been broken, or you've lost something. For others of you, the universe will come to you, or this goddess will come to you in moments where you need to be soothed. Okay, this is a water goddess of sorts. Okay, I think there are those of you who do work with deities or you work with the elements. A water goddess or a water element will help you a lot. Okay, but there's some masculine energy here that it embodies earth energy. This energy will help you ground yourself and slow down a little bit when you get too pent up, all of your emotions pent up inside. Okay. Yeah. You and another person, a soulmate, you're leaving them behind. You're leaving them behind. You're done doing all this work. You're done. But there is a spiritual transition. Your emotions are transitioning as well. Now, for others of you, okay, there might be a death in the family or a death of a friend. I don't know, but their passing will be a huge push for everyone that they were connected to. Okay, they have to transition. Now, this is for those of you who already know that this person is passing. They may be very ill or they've already passed on. This is a masculine energy, okay? For those of you who can relate to that. I think it's both, but this particular energy that I'm talking about, Pisces, this is a masculine energy. This is a father, an uncle, a grandfather, okay? This could be someone that's already passed on, okay? Or someone that is bedridden or very ill, okay, at this time, and you're prepping yourself for their passing. This transition for them is needed because they have to push through some energies just as the rest of us on this living plane do. Okay, it's just that they're doing it a little bit differently. Okay. But that could be for a couple of you, okay? But for the rest of you, this is about you moving forward away from a relationship or away from a situation that no longer serves you, and the universe is finally pushing you towards someone better or something better that's actually going to fulfill you, okay? This is also could be a job opportunity or some type of corporation that you're finally letting go of. You may have worked for them for, some of you, you've been working for them for 6 years. There's something about the number 6 here, okay? A date, a time, okay? a time frame. Some of you guys have been working for a company for the past 6 years, 3 to 6 years, and you're gonna finally gain, like, land a job where everyone is loving, everybody's supportive, you know, everybody loves you, and, you know, they're friendly, you know, they're very giving and generous as a company. So this can also be a corporation or some type of a company where you land a job there, and or maybe you're the one that creates this company. I don't know, but it's definitely the end. It's the end of a cycle. This is the end for you at this job. This job is done. It's time to move on to something that's actually going to fulfill you. So in 2022, if you haven't already quit this job already, you're going to be quitting a job. You're quitting a job, because the universe is about to bring in something where you're like, peace out. Like, I'm not working here no more. Some of y'all probably won't even put in your 2 weeks. Y'all just quit, you know, and that's fine. You know, if you know something is good for you, just go for it. Okay. But just remember, Pisces, the biggest lesson for you is to reevaluate your relationship. Speak clearly. Take care of your body. Take care of your throat. Take care of your lungs. Make sure you're taking your lozenges, your cough drops, your cough medicines, tea, and water. Okay. Water. And just make sure that you're speaking your truth so that your throat chakra can unblock whatever is keeping it, you know, stuck. Okay. All right, Pisces, much love and light to all of you. I wish you guys the very best of luck on this journey. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I hope to see you guys in your next reading, which will probably be sometime in January of next year in 2022. Love yourself always, and I will hopefully see you guys soon. Bye.